So today we are going to see about management and its features. Management is essential for any organized life and necessary to run all type of organization. Good management is the backbone of successful organizations. Managing life means getting things done to achieve life's objectives. Likewise, managing an organization means getting things done with the people and through the people to achieve its organizational goals. Therefore, the group activity is known as management. According to Theo Heyman, management has three different meanings. As a noun, it refers to group of managers. As a process, it refers to the functions of management, that is planning, organizing, directing and controlling. As a discipline, it refers to the subject of the management. So management is an individual or a group of individuals that accepts the responsibilities to run the organization. They plan, organize, direct and control all the activities of the organization. Management does not do the work by themselves. They motivate others to do the work and coordinate all the work for achieving the objectives of their organization. Okay, it's a quiz time. Who is the father of scientific management? Who is the father of scientific management? Yes, F.W. Taylor. Frederick Taylor is regarded as the father of scientific management. Let's see some of the definition of management. So according to F.W. Taylor, it is defined as art of knowing what you want to do and then seeing that it is done the best and in cheapest way. According to Henry Foyle, it is defined as to manage is to forecast, to plan, to organize, to command, to coordinate and to control. According to Peter F. Drucker, management is defined as management is work and as such it has its own skill, its own tools and its own techniques. Management is the art of getting things done through the people and with the people. Next, management is what a manager does. Can you guess who said this? Yes, it's Louis Alexander Allen. He's an American management consultant and management author, known from his early work on management and organization. Let's come to the main topic, features of management. Some of the main features, main characteristics of management. There are several features: universal, goal-oriented, continuous process, multidimensional, group activity, dynamic function, and intangible force. Let's see one by one. So it is a universal. All the organizations, whether it is profit making or non-profit making, it requires management. For what? For managing their overall activities. Hence, it is termed as universal in nature. The activities in the management are applicable to every type of organization, whether it is economic, social, charitable, religious, or political. Hence, it is known as universal in nature. Next is an goal-oriented. Every organization is set up with a predetermined objectives. And the management helps in reaching those goals timely and in smoother way. Next, it is a continuous process. It consists of series of functions like planning, organizing, directing, staffing, controlling and so on. All the managers perform these functions regularly. So it is an ongoing process which tends to persist as long as the organization exists. It is required in every sphere of the organization, whether it is protection or human resource, finance or marketing. Hence it is called as continuous process. Next, it is multidimensional. Management is not confined to the administration of people only, but it is also manages the work, It manages the processes and it also manages the operations, which makes it a multidisciplinary activity. Let's see one by one. Management of work. All the organizations are set up to perform some task. Management activities aim at achieving that task to be accomplished. The task depends upon the nature of the business. For example, work to be accomplished in a school or colleges is providing education. Likewise, in hospital is to treat the patient. Likewise, in an industry to manufacture some product. So, management makes sure that work is accomplished effectively and efficiently. Next is management of people. Here, people refers to human resource. And human resources are most important asset of an organization. An organization can win over the competitor with efficient employees, because two organizations can have the same physical, technological, financial resources, but not the human resources. So management has to get the task accomplished through the people only. So managing the people is most important. It has two dimensions: taking care of the employees' individual needs and taking care of the group of people. Next is management of operations. Here, operation refers to the activities done in the organization, such as buying the inputs, converting them into semi-finished products and then into finished products, and so on. Management of all these activities concentrates on mixing management of work with the management of people. We have to perform the work through people. So, this management of operation is a mixing management of work and the people. That is deciding what has to be done, what work to be done, how it has to be done, and who will do it. The people will do it. So, it is a mixing management of work and people. So hence management of people, management of work, management of operations. So it is a multidimensional process. Next, it is a group activity. An organization consists of various members who have different needs, who have different expectations, and who have different beliefs. Every person joins the organization with a different motive. But after becoming a part of the organization, they all work for the same goal, same organizational goal. It requires supervision, teamwork, coordination, and so on. And in this way, management comes into this picture. Hence, it is called as group activity. It is a dynamic function. An organization exists in the business environment that has various factors like social, political, legal, technological, and economic. A slight change in any of these factors will definitely affect the organization's growth and performances. So, to overcome these changes, management formulates some strategies and they have to implement them in their organization. For example, Maruti Suzuki brought new and latest modifications in its car to face the competitions from the foreign automobile companies. Next, it is an intangible force. Management can neither be seen nor touched, but one can feel its existence in the way the organization functions. Most important example is goodwill. Absence of mismanagement is essential for sound management. For example, increasing inventory of finished product clearly indicates mismanagement by the organization. But on the other hand, attainment of the targeted production, satisfaction of the employees are the indicators of presence of sound management. Okay, on the whole, all the functions, activities, and the processes of the organization are interconnected to one another. and it is the task of the management to bring them together in such a way that they can help in reaching the intended result, their goal. Okay, let us check our progress. Management is a creative and DAS process, whether it is continuous, technical, democratic, and none of the above. Yes, management is a creative and continuous process. Dash is getting things done through and with other people, whether it is managing, controlling, directing, and none of the above. Yes, managing is getting things done through the people and with other people. Thank you for watching.